how much longer are you holding on before your open declaration, public declaration for that?
Well, let me make it very clear to people. The whole essence of running or not running, or declaration or not, is really marking a day. Really, my interest is actually to form a responsible government for Ekiti. It doesn't have to be me. I wish it could be me, because I'm only trying to offer service, and I'm trying to make a choice for Ekiti, to provide a choice, and I will keep on providing the choice that we could provide better. Ekiti is blessed with children. There are people who are waiting to want to invest in this state to make it a better place, but we've been ruled and run by people who have no idea of what to do. So I'm just providing that platform. Now, about when am I going to declare? I will declare when there's a platform for it. We are still preparing the platform, which is the PDP, which is the alternative platform. People will ask me, why don't you go back to APC? To what? To a party that's already made up their minds where to put people and who to put and how to share things, and they're all interested. All they are interested is, let us offer you this bargain. I'm not taking any bargain from anybody. I'm not interested. They can say whatever they want to say. If I'm running politics, or I'm in politics for selfish reasons, it doesn't make any sense. From every perspective of everything in the world, people can go and look at my history. I am not running for self reasons. There's nothing in Ekiti that makes sense for me to come and run for selfish reasons.
Dr. Oluyede, how do you see the party, PDP, crossing the hurdle of Congress at the local, ward level, and state level?
Let me give you an information that most people do not know. PDP is actually settled as per the congresses. If we have the opportunity, which we hope that things are going to be in place, there are just little technical reasons why we haven't had the congresses. Our congresses are actually done. We know who's going to win, who, where, and in every local government. We all already know that. We're a very, very organized party. There are people who are putting bombs in places to disrupt it, and they are not disrupting it even for good reason. They are disrupting it because they are paid agents of this government, and they are not going to succeed. We had a meeting, a stakeholder meetings. There were prayers for those who are being paid by this government to disrupt PDP, and I believe that those prayers will be answered. By the grace of God, everybody that is paid by another agent to disrupt PDP, God will pay them in their coins. I'm not cursing anybody. I'm just praying for them. That my prayer is that the investment they are making in PDP, God will pay them back in their kind. Multiple, like somebody will say, was pressed down, shaken together, running all over. So if they are investing mysteries and disruption, if their investment in PDP is to disrupt the place, destroy the place where they are being paid like Judas Iscariot, they will reap what Judas Iscariot.
I understand there was a thunderous amen to that.
Yes,
prayer.
And I'm hoping that the whole of Ekiti will say amen to what I just said. Now, I've not cursed anybody.
You were talking about the governor recently had a wedding for his daughter, and it was done in Ibadan, and it's like it was an issue to be debated among the people. Do you have your own contribution?
Well, I believe that the governor has a right to perform the wedding of his child anywhere he wants, but I only assume and ask the questions that maybe he didn't want to do it because he doesn't want anybody in Ekiti, because he doesn't want to let everybody see the development that he has brought to Ekiti. I wonder why he didn't want everybody to see what developments that he can show about Ekiti. Because if I were him, honestly, I will show the whole world how beautiful, how thriving Ekiti is. But I believe that he has his reasons to want to do it in Ibadan, which are private. And I don't really think we should ride on that. He has his choice. He has every right to do whatever he did it. And I wish the young couple the best in life. And that's what matters to me. But if everybody is questioning it, because I think if I have something bright and shiny like Ado Ekiti is right now, I want to show the world that I've done great things. I'm wondering why the governor would not choose to expose the development he has brought to Ekiti. I'm wondering why he didn't want to show that. Because it would have been a very good opportunity that a few thousand people, the airport that is already working, people can land there, they can see that it is a good airport that not only CC flies land there, but big airplanes and things are working, cargo, and 31 billion naira is not wasted money. It would have been a very, very good opportunity to show that the tremendous work that he has done. He would have been able to show the good roads that is present in Ekiti, the good infrastructure that has been brought into place since his government. And he must be a very modest man, and people tell me that that's who he is, that he's a very modest, very humble person, and maybe that's why he didn't want to show that. So I don't think we should make too much noise about that.
Dr. Oluyede, how soon are you using the Ekiti International Cargo Airport?
I am not responsible for that. But you see, the truth about it is that, I was having a personal conversation with you a few weeks ago. What's the big deal about an airport? Because most people don't know. If you go to European countries, if you go to countries like America, they actually, roads, ordinary roads, are actually supposed to become airports if there is a war, because all the roads are constructed in such a way that planes can land. For a Boeing 737, the biggest planes in the world, the military planes, they just need about 3,000 meters of tarred pavement to taxi and take off. An aircraft carrier is a boat that military planes land and take off. So what it means is that you only need somebody to say, look, let us make this place compact it. It's the no-brainer. And I want to challenge you. If you get to Australia where I live, a community of 500 people will have an airport. I was showing you one the other day. The Halls Creek Airport. You understand?
Yeah.
That serves 1,000 people is better than Akure Airport. You understand? Nuangroup Airport has about 3 kilometers of taxi strip. You understand?
Yeah.
You can land by wire. Nuangroup is just 568 people. You can check it on Google. So what's the big deal about having an airport? And apart from being cargo, you need an airport. Look, do you know what we use those things for in Australia? If there are weather problems, we use it to transport. It can save a life. To say, okay, well, a plane can land and take off. If somebody is dying in Ado Ekiti today, and the best reason for me to send a plane in to retrieve that person to take to Benin, where the best services are, I think we should start thinking forward. Life is moving forward. There are new technologies evolving. Burkina Faso is making cars now. Are you aware of that? Why do we actually want... Look, like I said, we should stop putting our gears in R. We should start driving forward and demanding for forward movements. I am tired of talking about this contraption called airport. It is because people do not put things in perspective. We should have had an airport. In actual fact, if we want to put it for a people of about 3 million people, there's no reason why we shouldn't have an airstrip that can land planes in all the senatorial districts, in all the senatorial zones, for medical evacuation, for entrepreneurship. It's not a big deal. It is not a big deal. The only reasons why things fail here is that we put interests that are not necessary forward. We put the interest of, I want to chop money. They don't even know why they have the airport. Because if they actually know why they have the airport, it should be burning in their minds that we should need to finish these things if it's going to bring money and investment and employment opportunities for this community. But they don't care. And that's one thing I find very, very, very confusing with this government. Do they really care about their people? Do they care about legacies? So it shouldn't be a difficult thing for us to have an airport and forget about it and move forward and plan things around it. Everybody, some people are talking about it was made for even if it was made for an entrepreneur. You understand? Even if it was made, because some people said, okay, well, it's because of Afe Babalola. Has Afe Babalola not invested enough as an investor in this state? Because if there are people, there are people who could center all our economy around Afe Babalola University if we had common sense. You understand? If they are produce because of the university being innovative in agriculture, and they are producing enough for us to cargo out. Why not? If I was government, and I know that Afe Babalola will stir up the economy of this state, I will put an airport there without any question. But I will put it up in a different way, in a responsible way that will make that airport function quickly and I can account for it. That is the difference.
Dr. Oluyede, what's your opinion on Ekiti South agenda in the governorship election of 2026?
Well, I'm tired of talking about that too. I'm from the south of Ekiti. Unfortunately, because of politics, the Ekiti South has been deprived of. But I'm not putting my credentials down because, and I want to challenge everybody. If you look at my credentials, I could be the president of this state, of this country. Over and over, I have the experience, I have everything. I am not comparing my exposure, my experience based on the southern, and I've committed myself to wanting to run this state right. But yes, the truth about it is that Ekiti South has sons and daughters. And the only reason why we are being deprived is people who have hijacked this state are afraid of the sons and daughters from the south of Ekiti. I am hoping that the Ekiti South people, especially my people from Ikere, and I'm being parochial now, let's really face the fact. Why should politics be determined by factors that are not straightforward? Numbers should determine. If Ekiti South people come together and they want to produce the governor, they would. So if they are not producing the governor, they have no other persons to blame but themselves. If Ikere, where I come from, that has a large block of votes that they can use to determine where they go, you understand? It is not the fault of anybody but themselves.
Dr. Oluyede, how much do you see the PDP united after its primary election for governorship?
In Ekiti State?
Yes.
Absolutely. You actually could. I wish people were there on, was it Monday? We had a joyous meeting. We yapped and talked, and then we made a resolution. It's smooth. I don't see. I personally, and I said it the other day, the only thing I'm committing to PDP right now is that I'm going to support whoever comes out. And I mean it, undoubtedly. And I've done it before in every union that I form. I'm going to support the candidate that comes out of PDP with everything I have. And we're going to produce the next government. We are not going to have problems. As I speak now, all the people that I know that are running, we talk to one another. We are not greedy people. We are not going to form government by Baba Sokwe, so everybody, we're going to all contest. And they come together. The only people that might not agree to what we are going to do in PDP are people that are being sponsored to spoil the party. And those people, we are going to take them like Jigai, you know what they call Jigai? We'll take them down and throw them away, you understand? And we are in the process of doing that. So I'm sure that we're going to reunite 100%. And wow, I think the APC should be very fearful. They should be shaking right now. Because we're going to shake this state. We're going to win. I am very, very, very confident that we're going to win. Whatever they bring, even if they claim they don't buy the votes, but even if they buy it, it's going to be their money is going to go to Sere this time around if they try that, because people will get it. Please, if anybody tries to buy your vote, listen to Dr. Oluyede, take the money over there, but vote your conscience. And I know that people will vote their conscience.
What difference do you see PDP making as a government in Ekiti State?
Look around you. Even the worst PDP government in this state has been better than the best APC government. Am I lying? I'm from Ikere. Let APC come and show me what they've done in Ikere.
You have the deputy governor.
What does deputy do? Look, let's really face a fact. What's the value of being a deputy governor? You can't even answer me. What's the value of being a deputy governor in this state?
I'm supposed to keep my opinion, sir.
Oh, I know that. I hope you keep your opinion, but I have challenged. What is the value of a deputy governor that cannot do anything?
We've come to the end of our production with our guest, Dr. Wole Oluyede, the most prominent governorship aspirant in Ekiti State on the platform of the PDP. Dr. Wole Oluyede, we thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
People of the Fountain.